I never thought my life would end up like this. I feel I am in a nightmare because my life is such a mess right now in so many ways. But my living situation and health are my two biggest struggles right now because they're the worst they've ever been. And I just feel like my world has fallen apart. Me and my brother live in my van because we're homeless, and my size makes my situation harder because of how I struggle now to fit places and do things.
How'd you sleep?
All right, little painful. My hip kept on bothering me. I had to readjust. I really want to take a shower. It's been a while.
Do we have enough money for a room?
Yeah, I think we might. But let's get something to eat first.
Let's go.
It's not very easy to go to sleep in a van on the streets. There's always people around, other homeless people, addicts, and then we also got to keep a lookout for cops. We don't want to get in trouble or, have them tell us that, we can't be here anymore. What helps me forget about that and all my troubles is food. And my life revolves around eating as much as possible.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all
Hello.
doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm Dr. Nazardan, and you are?
Dominic Hernandez.
Nice to meet you.
James Hernandez, his
James
brother.
Hernandez. Brothers, huh?
Brothers.
All right. So where y'all coming from?
California. Central Valley.
California. That's quite a ways. So you came all this way for help with your weight.
Yes.
Okay. And I see your brothers also with the same pattern, but they're not quite as bad as you.
Yes.
Okay. So you're 37 and you weigh 672 pounds. And how's your activity?
Limited. None.
You walk?
Yeah, I do walk. I can walk.
How much you can walk before you get tired?
I'll say a few yards. 20 yards.
Any shortness of breath?
Yes.
Okay. So you're struggling with your mobility. So you're not working now, huh?
No.
So then, does your brother work?
No.
All right. So your brother is here with you, moral support?
Yes, for moral support.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 44.
So your big brother.
Yeah, 7 years older.
Okay. So if you don't work and he doesn't work, how do you make a living if you're not working?
Well, we're homeless right now. We're living in our van.
Both of you live in a car or what?
Yes, in the van.
How do you get money to eat? Your food stamp or
Yeah,
what?
food stamps. We'd get general aid and food stamps.
And I used to work,
Through temp agencies, he gets jobs every once in a while.
yeah.
Okay. So what do you all eat in a regular day?
Junk food, chips,
Junk food.
cold stuff that we could just eat, out of the can.
All right. I don't know what there will be the possibility of your food stamp to be transferred to here. Instead of Texas, you have to have an address in Texas to be able to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we got the difficult situation with your health and issues you got with figure out your life and both of you, and dynamic that you have that both of you are overeating and enabling each other. So all that's going to be a difficult situation to treat. There are good home shelters around in Houston that we can get you over there so you can have at least bathing facility and meals and things like that first. Because you both need some stability in your life to start to get things under control like you need. But Dominic, your health is going to start to decline rapidly if you don't do something now to change things.
I understand.
Okay. All right. So let's get you to a homeless shelter, or we'll see about public housing, because you may be qualify for some assistance, and we will have to get a social worker to work with you and see what we can do to get you with that. But we get a lot of obstacles to overcome and get your life back. So at the meantime, you're gonna have to change your eating habit, both of you. So I'm gonna give you both to read some stuff, list of food to avoid. I want you to eat only 3 times a day, no stacking.
Wait a minute. I'm only here for moral support.
But if you're gonna eat bad and he's gonna sit down and watch you, that's not gonna work,
So you're gonna have to eat better too.
okay? So you're gonna be moral support, you're gonna have to do your part too, okay?
All right.
Because you're part of his overeating and he's part of your overeating. You both are feeding each other, and this dynamic is not gonna be possible to change unless both of you change. Is that something you both understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you both a high protein diet, low carb, and 1,200 calories a day. Okay?
Okay.
And I'll see you both in 2 months. In the meantime, if you need anything, you may call.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Me and James are here back at Dr. Now's to see how my weight loss is. And I feel good about my chances of being as low as I need. I know me and James changed a lot. I think I've made some good progress that will make Dr. Now proud of me.
Hello.
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 How y'all doing?
Good.
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And how are you getting situated in Houston? Were you able to get housing set up?
No, not yet. It's kind of hard trying to find a place. I called those numbers. They sent us to a place, but and there was long lines and we didn't get to make it in. And then the next day we went back, they closed early. Yeah, so we didn't get to talk to anybody yet about finding the affordable housing.
So then what kind of changes you made in your eating habit?
I'm trying to stick to the under 1,200 calories, and but we still have some of our food we're trying to finish because we didn't want to throw it away, and we didn't have enough money to go get more. But it was still, it's not the healthiest, but it was still under the 1,200 calories.
Well, that sounds positive, but you're not making the progress you should. And you need to work harder on doing the diet and losing more weight.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do is to start going to psychotherapy to see if they can help you make some progress. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. How's your brother doing? Are you all changing together or eating the same thing or what?
I'm changing. He's changing slower. He's taking a little while. He's eating a little more.
I had to sacrifice and eat the less healthy food.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do this if you're not doing this with him.
Yeah, that's true. We're all done with the unhealthy food. So from
Okay.
now on, it's all your diet.
All right, well, good. What about work? Have you tried to find work? Because the job market is so good in here, you can find job.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, by the end of the week, I expect to be working.
Okay. Well, stay positive and keep trying. None of this is easy, but you have to keep working on it if you want this, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad Dominic made some progress, but he still seems to lack an overall motivation to do what he needs to turn his life around. And my biggest concern is his brother James, since his behavior and choices are going to continue to have a negative effect on Dominic that makes it harder for him. But again, this all has to start with Dominic, and with all the obstacles we're still facing with him, maybe psychotherapy can help him to find that motivation. Because right now, I'm not seeing anything from him that convinces me he's taking this seriously and ready to move ahead. And if that doesn't change, there's not going to be anything we can do for him.
I'm gonna try my hardest to work even harder this time and eat less. I think if me and James could get set up at the place, that'll be the biggest thing to help me eat better and be more consistent. Because we'll be able to prepare meals. So hopefully we could do that soon. And if Dr. Now thinks therapy will help me, I'll do that too. But I've never had therapy. So I'm scared.